Good morning/afternoon, everyone. I am delighted to welcome you all today. Thank you for joining us for this exciting presentation. Today, we'll be exploring the journey of herbal medicines, from their roots in Ayurveda to their modern pharmaceutical applications. The title of our talk is Dr. S.K. Singh, Ph.D., and the focus is on From Ayurveda to Modern Pharma, Transformation of Herbal Medicines. Over the next few minutes, we'll look at how traditional herbal knowledge has evolved and integrated into contemporary medicine. So, let's get started. For thousands of years, Ayurveda has relied on plant-based remedies such as powders, decoctions, and oils to treat various diseases and keep people healthy. These traditional methods have a rich history and have been fundamental to holistic healthcare. However, they often come with challenges like unpleasant taste, inconsistent dosing, and limited shelf life, which can make them less practical for widespread use. Modern pharmaceutical science has stepped in to improve these remedies significantly. Today, we see these herbal treatments transformed into standardized forms like capsules, which are safer, more effective, and much more convenient for patients. This transformation involves several key steps: selecting the right plants, extracting the active compounds, standardizing these extracts to ensure consistency, and performing rigorous quality testing. So, the journey from traditional Ayurveda to modern pharma is really about blending ancient wisdom with cutting-edge technology. This integration helps make herbal medicines more reliable, consistent, and accessible to people worldwide. It's a perfect example of how traditional knowledge can evolve and meet modern healthcare needs. Let's talk about the need for modernization in herbal treatments. Raw herbal forms, while traditional, come with some limitations. For example, they often have a poor taste, which can affect patient compliance. Additionally, their potency can vary from batch to batch, making it harder to ensure consistent results. They also tend to have a short shelf life, which poses challenges for storage and distribution. This is where a pharmaceutical approach offers significant advantages. By standardizing formulations, we can ensure consistent potency and quality. It also improves stability, meaning the products last longer and maintain their efficacy. Plus, modern formulations bring convenience, making it easier for patients to use and incorporate into their daily routines. Now, stepping back in history, Ayurveda is one of the oldest systems of medicine, originating over 5,000 years ago in India. It heavily relies on plant-based formulations. These include churna, which are powders, quat or decoctions, and tela, which are oils. Central to Ayurveda is the concept of balancing the doshas, vata, pitta, and kapha, to maintain health. For example, ashwagandha powder is used traditionally to help manage stress. This illustrates how ancient practices aimed at restoring equilibrium in the body, a principle that still guides herbal medicine today. Modernization helps us bring these time-tested remedies into contemporary settings, making them more accessible and reliable for users worldwide. Let's talk about how we select medicinal plants for our research. First, we consider the traditional use evidence, which means looking at how these plants have been used historically in different cultures for healing purposes. This helps us identify promising candidates. Next, we evaluate their pharmacological activity, essentially, what active compounds they contain and how these compounds affect the body. Safety profile is also critical. We need to ensure that these plants are safe for use and don't pose health risks. To authenticate the plants and avoid any mix-ups, we use various methods. Macroscopic and microscopic analyses help us examine the plant's physical features, while DNA barcoding provides genetic identification, ensuring we're working with the correct species. For example, turmeric is often selected because it has a high content of curcumin, which is responsible for many of its medicinal properties. This process of selection is crucial because it lays the foundation for developing effective and safe herbal medicines. Now, let's delve into the phytochemical screening process. Here, our goal is to identify the active compounds present in the plant extract. Among these active compounds, we typically look for alkaloids, flavonoids, tannins, and glycosides. Each of these classes has unique properties and potential health benefits, making their identification crucial for understanding the plant's therapeutic potential. To accomplish this, we use advanced analytical techniques. High-performance thin-layer chromatography, or HPLC, allows us to separate and identify compounds efficiently. Moving on, high-performance liquid chromatography, or HPLC, offers precise quantification and separation of these phytochemicals. Finally, gas chromatography mass spectrometry, or GCMS, provides detailed information about the molecular structure of the compounds, which is essential for confirming their identities. Overall, these techniques form a comprehensive toolkit that helps us pinpoint the bioactive compounds responsible for the plant's medicinal effects. This step is vital in our broader research to validate traditional uses and explore potential pharmaceutical applications. Let's talk about the extraction process, which is a crucial step in obtaining the bioactive compounds we're interested in. The main goal here is to isolate these active substances from the plant material so we can study or use them effectively. There are several methods we can use for extraction. Solvent extraction is common, using substances like ethanol or water to dissolve the desired compounds. For example, curcumin is often extracted from turmeric using ethanol because it's effective at pulling out that bright yellow compound. Another technique is soxhlet extraction, which is a more continuous process that can be very thorough, especially for harder plant materials. And then there's supercritical fluid extraction, which uses supercritical Co2. This method is considered environmentally friendly and efficient, especially for sensitive compounds. Now, moving on to standardization of extracts. This step is all about ensuring consistency, making sure each batch has the same potency and quality. To do this, we identify marker compounds that serve as indicators of the extract's strength. Once we've identified these markers, we quantify the active ingredients to make sure they meet our standards. For example, with ashwagandha extract, we standardize it to contain 5% withanolides, which are the key active compounds responsible for its therapeutic effects. By standardizing extracts, we ensure that whether we're conducting research or producing a supplement, the potency remains consistent, which is vital for efficacy and safety. Now, let's talk about how herbal extracts are formulated into different dosage forms to improve their delivery and effectiveness. One common form is tablets. These are prepared by compressing herbal powders or extracts along with excipients. The main advantage of tablets is that they provide an accurate dosage, which is crucial for consistent therapeutic effects, and they also have a longer shelf life, making storage and transportation easier. For example, turmeric tablets contain curcumin, which is the active compound. When formulating these tablets, we convert the herbal extract into a usable dosage form by adding various excipients. These include fillers like lactose to add bulk, binders to hold everything together, and disintegrants to ensure the tablet breaks down properly in the body. Proper formulation is essential because it ensures the active compounds are released at the right rate, maximizing their effectiveness. So, in essence, the process of creating herbal tablets involves careful formulation to ensure safety, efficacy, and stability. Let's take a closer look at some additional formulation types. First, we have capsules. These are herbal extracts encapsulated in hard or soft gelatin or vegetarian shells. They are quite popular because they are easy to swallow and effectively mask the taste and odor of the herbs inside. For example, ashwagandha capsules are commonly used for their adaptogenic properties. Moving on, we have liquid formulations, which include syrups, tinctures, and decoctions. These are beneficial because they are absorbed quickly, making them ideal for cases where rapid action is needed. They are especially suitable for children and the elderly who may have difficulty swallowing pills. An example here would be herbal cough syrups, which are often used to soothe sore throats and suppress coughs. Finally, let's discuss ointments and creams. These are semi-solid preparations designed for topical use. They are typically applied directly to the skin to treat various conditions. For instance, ointments containing neem or aloe vera are used for skin problems, pain relief, or wound healing. These formulations are essential in herbal medicine because they allow localized treatment with minimal systemic effects. Overall, these different formulations expand the versatility of herbal medicines, making them more accessible and suitable for different needs and preferences. Let's dive into quality control and testing, which is a crucial part of ensuring the safety and efficacy of herbal products. First, we have raw material testing, specifically for herbs. This involves authenticating the herbs through macroscopic and microscopic analysis to confirm their identity. We also look for adulterants and contaminants that could compromise quality, and we assess moisture content and ash values to understand purity and stability. Next is phytochemical analysis, where we identify active compounds like alkaloids and flavonoids. Techniques such as HPLC and GCMS are commonly used because they provide precise identification and quantification of these phytochemicals, which are responsible for the therapeutic effects. Moving on to physical evaluation, which varies depending on the dosage form. For tablets, we check hardness, friability, and weight variation to ensure uniformity and durability. For capsules, we assess uniformity and disintegration time to confirm they break down properly. Liquids are tested for viscosity and pH to guarantee they are suitable for consumption and stable over time. Then we have microbiological testing, which detects bacteria, fungi, and other pathogens. This step is vital because it ensures that the product is free from harmful microbes that could cause infections or other health issues. Stability testing is also essential, as it determines the shelf life of the product under different environmental conditions like temperature and humidity. This helps us understand how the product maintains its quality over time. Finally, heavy metal and toxicity testing checks for dangerous contaminants such as lead, arsenic, and mercury. Ensuring these heavy metals are within safe limits is critical for consumer safety. All these testing methods together form a comprehensive approach to quality control, helping us deliver safe, effective herbal products to consumers. Ensuring that herbal medicines are safe, effective, and consistently high in quality is absolutely essential. To achieve this, we need to follow guidelines established by reputable organizations like the World Health Organization and AYUSH. These guidelines serve as a global benchmark for quality and safety. Compliance with good manufacturing practices, or GMP, is a critical part of this process. GMP ensures that manufacturing environments maintain proper hygiene, quality control, and proper procedures throughout production. This helps prevent contamination and guarantees product integrity. Labeling is another key aspect. Proper labels must include essential information such as ingredients, recommended dosage, warnings, and expiry dates. Clear labeling helps consumers use the products safely and effectively. Mandatory testing is also vital. This includes testing for contaminants, heavy metals, and microbial safety to ensure that the products are free from harmful substances and safe for consumption. Finally, thorough documentation and approval are required before herbal products can be released into the market. This process ensures that every product meets the necessary safety and quality standards. The ultimate purpose of all these measures is to gain global acceptance and, most importantly, to ensure the safety of patients using herbal medicines. This regulatory compliance builds trust and promotes the responsible use of herbal products worldwide. Now, let's take a closer look at the advantages of herbal medicines. As you can see, they are derived from natural sources, which makes them a popular choice in traditional systems like Ayurveda. Because they come from nature, they tend to have fewer side effects compared to synthetic drugs, making them safer for many patients. This also translates into better patient tolerance, especially for those who need long-term treatment. Another key benefit is that herbal medicines are generally cost-effective and easily accessible, which is important for wider healthcare reach. They work holistically, meaning they aim to treat the root cause of a condition rather than just addressing the symptoms, leading to more sustainable health improvements. Environmentally, herbal medicines are eco-friendly and biodegradable, aligning with sustainable practices. Plus, when formulated as tablets or capsules, they tend to improve patient compliance, making it easier for people to stick with their treatment plans. All these factors combined highlight why herbal medicines are gaining recognition as a valuable complementary approach in healthcare. So, in conclusion, integrating tradition with modern science really helps us ensure that herbal medicines are safe, effective, and scalable for broader use. By combining these approaches, we can preserve valuable traditional knowledge while also applying the latest scientific advances. Looking ahead, there's exciting potential in nanotechnology for herbal delivery systems, which can improve how we target and release active compounds. Additionally, personalized herbal medicine is emerging as a promising area, allowing us to tailor treatments to individual needs for better outcomes. Overall, these future directions align perfectly with our goal of advancing herbal medicine in a way that's innovative, reliable, and accessible. For further support, please contact us. We're here to help you with any questions or additional assistance you might need. Don't hesitate to reach out. Your success is our priority. Thank you very much for your attention and engagement throughout this presentation.